Imagine a world where every document, letter, and manuscript had to be meticulously written by hand. A world where scribes hunched over their desks for hours, painstakingly inscribing each word with ink and quill. Now, picture a revolutionary device that, with the clatter of its keys, transformed this laborious process into a swift, efficient, and modern marvel. This is the story of the typewriter, the machine that changed how we communicate forever. In the annals of communication history, few inventions have had as profound an impact as the typewriter. Emerging in the 19th century, this seemingly simple machine transformed the way we communicate, conduct business, and even think. The typewriter was more than a mere tool. It was a catalyst for change, bridging the gap between handwritten and digital communication. The journey of the typewriter begins in a time when the written word was a laborious process. Scribes and clerks painstakingly inscribed documents by hand, a slow and error-prone method. The invention of the typewriter heralded a new era, promising speed, legibility, and efficiency. This story of innovation, persistence, and cultural transformation is one that resonates through to the digital age. The quest to develop a mechanical writing device began long before the typewriter as we know it came into existence. The earliest concepts date back to the early 18th century. Henry Mill, an English engineer, was granted a patent in 1714 for a machine that, according to the patent description, could impress or transcribe letters singly or progressively one after another, as in writing. Unfortunately, Mill's invention never materialized beyond the concept stage. Fast forward to the early 19th century, and we see a flurry of inventors attempting to create practical writing machines. In 1829, William Austin Burt of the United States patented the typographer, a device often recognized as the precursor to the typewriter. Despite its promise, the typographer was cumbersome and did not achieve commercial success. The breakthrough came in 1868 when Christopher Latham Sholes, along with his colleagues Carlos Glidden and Samuel Soule, invented what is often credited as the first practical typewriter. Sholes' design, which he dubbed the Sholes and Glidden typewriter, introduced many features recognizable in modern typewriters, including the QWERTY keyboard layout, which remains the standard to this day. The Sholes and Glidden typewriter, also known as the Remington No. 1, after it was commercialized by E. Remington and Sons, marked the dawn of the typewriter era. This machine, patented in 1868 and first sold in 1874, was a marvel of mechanical ingenuity. It featured a keyboard with uppercase letters only and printed on the underside of the paper, meaning users could not see their work until it was completed. Despite its initial limitations, the Remington No. 1 set the stage for rapid advancements. The design was soon improved to include lowercase letters, a shift mechanism, and visible typing. These innovations addressed the early criticisms and paved the way for broader acceptance and use. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, typewriters had become indispensable tools in offices, government institutions, and homes. Their impact on various sectors was profound. Typewriters revolutionized office work, making it faster and more efficient. Documents that once took hours to write by hand could now be produced in minutes. This efficiency led to the growth of secretarial positions and redefined clerical work. The typewriter transformed journalism and literature. Reporters could quickly draft articles, and authors could produce manuscripts with greater ease. This change facilitated faster dissemination of information and contributed to the rise of mass media. In government and legal offices, typewriters improved record-keeping and correspondence. Official documents, contracts, and legal papers became more standardized and easier to read. The typewriter also had a significant impact on women's employment. As typewriter use spread, the demand for skilled typists grew, opening up new job opportunities for women and contributing to their increasing presence in the workforce. This shift had lasting social and economic implications, advancing gender equality in the workplace. The journey of the typewriter didn't stop with the Remington No. 1. Continuous innovations refined the design and functionality of typewriters. In the early 20th century, companies like Underwood, Royal, and Smith Corona introduced new models that offered improved typing speed, durability, and ease of use. A major leap forward came with the introduction of electric typewriters. The IBM Selectric, launched in 1961, was a game-changer. It replaced the traditional type bar mechanism with a golf ball typing element that rotated and pivoted to the correct position before striking the paper. This innovation greatly increased typing speed and reduced mechanical wear and tear. Electric typewriters also featured automatic carriage return, memory functions, and even rudimentary word processing capabilities. These advancements further enhanced productivity and set the stage for the eventual transition to digital word processors. The typewriter's influence extended beyond the office and into popular culture. It became a symbol of the modern age, representing progress, efficiency, and the democratization of the written word. Writers like Mark Twain and Ernest Hemingway famously used typewriters, linking the machine with literary creativity and innovation. In films and literature, the typewriter often appeared as a tool of transformation. It symbolized a character's aspirations, struggles, and achievements. For example, the typewriter plays a central role in the film The Shining, where Jack Torrance's deteriorating mental state is reflected in his increasingly erratic typing. Similarly, in Murder, She Wrote, the typewriter is an essential part of Jessica Fletcher's identity as a detective and writer. The typewriter also inspired artistic movements. The typewriter art movement, which emerged in the 1920s, saw artists using typewriters to create visual art. This fusion of technology and creativity showcased the machine's versatility and its impact on artistic expression. As the 20th century progressed, the typewriter began to face competition from emerging technologies. The advent of computers and word processors in the 1970s and 1980s marked the beginning of the end for the typewriter's dominance. These new tools offered unparalleled flexibility, allowing users to edit, format, and save documents with ease. Despite the decline, typewriters did not disappear overnight. They continued to be used in various settings, particularly in regions with limited access to digital technology. Moreover, some writers and enthusiasts continued to prefer typewriters for their tactile feel and simplicity, finding inspiration in the rhythmic clatter of keys. Today, the typewriter is largely a relic of the past, yet its legacy endures. The keyboard layout developed for typewriters remains the standard on modern computers and mobile devices. Moreover, the typewriter's influence is evident in the design of digital word processors, which emulate many of the features pioneered by their mechanical predecessors. The resurgence of interest in vintage and retro technologies has also brought typewriters back into the spotlight. Collectors and enthusiasts seek out classic models, and typewriter repair shops have found a niche market catering to those who appreciate the craftsmanship and history of these machines. In some ways, the typewriter has experienced a cultural renaissance. It symbolizes a connection to a bygone era, a time when communication required deliberate effort and physical engagement. This nostalgia reflects a broader longing for the tangible and the tactile in an increasingly digital world. The typewriter revolutionized modern communication, leaving an indelible mark on how we write, work, and interact with the written word. It bridged the gap between handwritten and digital communication, setting the stage for the technological advancements that followed. The typewriter's legacy is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of progress. As we look back on the history of the typewriter, we see more than just a machine. We see a symbol of innovation, a catalyst for social change, and a precursor to the digital age. The story of the typewriter is a reminder that even the most ordinary objects can have extraordinary impacts on our lives and our world.